How you guys doing this morning? So real quick, I know it's Friday. It's relatively early on the West Coast, but I just wanted to record a quick live session for the folks on Facebook and really talk about why I think real estate investing is the best, strategy or outcome or event or whatever you want to call it for getting out of the rat race. And, I think there are kind of three keys that really make real estate investing the right answer for most people. First and foremost, real estate doesn't see color, it doesn't see gender, it doesn't see diplomas on the wall, it doesn't even see age, other than 18 to sign a legal contract, right? So, real estate investing really allows you to go into it without any of the baggage or realities of our life, which is a tremendous thing, right? It's a non-living thing, and it doesn't care, right? It's an inanimate object. That said, as I've said many times, real estate investing is a people business. So one of the things that your career would take off is if you're able to communicate with people, really understand what's working for them, be likable, right? There's all these things that if you know thyself, it can make it a lot easier to work with people, grow your network, and all of those things. So again, I think real estate investing for the average person, right? The average person with a job is the perfect way to exit the rat race, financial freedom, whatever you want to call that. The other thing that I think real estate investing offers you is it offers you choices, right? It offers you all kinds of choices, right? Are you someone that has time but no money? Great, there's an option for you. Are you someone with money and no time? Great, there's options for you. Are you starting when you're 20? Are you starting when you're 50? Right? There's all these avenues that you can so choose if you want to get after it. That said, there's a downside to choice, right? There's the shiny object syndrome, or there's too many things going on and you make no progress. But if you really understand yourself and get going, there are some things you could do. The last thing I want to really highlight is with real estate investing, there are kind of three keys to long-term success. And I really think those three keys are underappreciated and they're not talked about enough. And the reason they're not talked about enough is because they're not sexy, right? They don't look good on social media. The first is sacrifice. Most people don't have a revenue or income problem. Their problem is they're spending too much to please people they don't care about with things they don't need, right? We generally don't distinguish between wants and needs very well. If we can start to get a better handle on wants and needs, we can make the right choices. And again, these choices with real estate investing are not forever, right? When you build up passive income, or at least semi-passive income, whether you do that for 5 or 10 years, you will eventually be able to make different choices. But trust me when I say that any dollar you save now because you're getting rid of a want is money you can put into real estate investing, and it will grow, right? It may not feel like it's growing the first couple of years, but trust me, it will grow. So again, I understand and appreciate that, sacrifice looks bad on social media and all of those things. But as someone who made those tough calls for 15 years, 1-5, right? Old cars, lived in a rinky-dink condo, never updated the kitchen, which was a big deal for the wife, and never took big vacations. Just it's not like we didn't have anything, but we sacrificed, and it allowed us to go further. The other thing you need to realize, and I've gotten this from all the great interviews you've seen on the One Rental at a Time YouTube channel, is consistency is important. You need to be consistent in your effort. You never know when that next conversation, that next deal, that next time you look at your market where you will find, that next great investment. When you're consistent with real estate, your deal flow increases almost exponentially, right? If you're kind of hit and miss once a month, you know, when you feel like it, when you have time, you're going to miss a lot. I think consistency also helps you understand the deal flow and what's going on. So there's lots of things where if you're consistent, and you get to decide what consistent is. Is it I don't know, Monday, Thursday, looking at the list? Is it Friday only? I don't know, but be consistent. And the last one is, you need to think long term, right? And long term plays with number one and number two as well, right? So you need to sacrifice until you don't have to, right? So that's long term, right? It took us 15 years. My hope is for you, it takes somewhere between 5 and 10. You need to be consistent long term, right? This is not I did it for 90 days straight, nothing happened, I give up, right? I looked consistently for 10 years. 10 years, right? Every day for 10 years. There was probably in the span of 10 years, which is 3,650 days, give or take. I bet you I looked at the MLS probably 10,000 times, because most days I did more than once. But also, I bet you there was less than 5 days. Now, let's say less than 10 days in 10 years that I didn't look at all, right? 0 times. And usually that would be because I was on an airplane or a cruise ship or something, right? Just some place where I couldn't get internet access. Maybe a foreign country with poor connection. I don't know. But then again, that's the deal, right? So I believe real estate investing is the best option for most people to get out of the rat race. I think real estate investing is great because it doesn't see color, it doesn't see sex, it doesn't see education, it doesn't see age. It's the ultimate anybody can do it story. I think there are 3 keys you need to look at. You need to sacrifice, you need to be consistent, and you need to think long term. But when you take all of that together, I believe that real estate investing is the right option for most folks. So much so that I spend every day, I do a video every day trying to help people on my YouTube channel called One Rental at a Time. Take a look, check it out. Also, if you have anybody I should interview, let me know. I'm always looking for exciting guests to talk to. So have a great day. Hopefully this was a little bit of motivation for you. If you like it, please share, leave a comment, whatever you'd like. Have a great day. Take care.